Probably. So when we look at this altarpiece, you know what we could be looking at?
A record of the crucifixion of Christ by someone who was there.
I saw two people in town who looked kind of familiar to me. I think they recognized me, but, I had no idea who they were.
Happens to me all the time. Headaches.
No.
Anything else?
Well, when I saw those people, I don't know, everything went kind of strange.
I don't think you've anything to worry about. You've had a jolt. It'll take time to settle down. All right?
There are things we don't understand yet. If the church was deliberately buried, there must have been a reason.
Michael? Michael? Was that you? Were you crying? Can't you sleep? It's a very good dog. Like the one that barks outside. You've heard it, haven't you?
No, of course not.
Yes, you do.
Well, was it?
Ah.
You still think you were right, don't you? About Sansevieria.
All I did was tell the truth.
As you saw it. Actually, what you did was undermine the faith of thousands of people.
People who'd been taught to believe that a piece of wood,
A sacred relic,
a piece of 19th century driftwood, was a fragment of the Holy Cross.
which they believed was sacred.
Look, I'm only interested in the facts.
Oh, I know. I know.
No, thanks.
Well, what we have here is authentic. This deserves to make the headlines. This is probably the earliest crucifixion we have.
That's not what it is.
Aristobulus, Bishop of the Britons, wrote a series of letters.
He was in Glastonbury, wasn't he? 1st century.
Aristobulus mentions the church founded by St. Joseph of Arimathea, and in the same letter there's a sort of postscript that quite a few scholars have puzzled about. They came only to see. From the east and from the west, from the city and from the plain, they came not in holy reverence to the Lord, but in lust.
Your Latin's better than mine.
They came only to see. Not in holy reverence, but in lust. That's what I think the bas relief is about. There have always been people all through the ages who came just for the spectacle. The people who knitted by the guillotine during the French Revolution, the crowds who turned up for the hangings at Newgate Jail, the people who camp outside American prisons when they're going to throw the switch.
Yes, but it's still a crucifixion scene. Maybe unorthodox, but...
No, it's not just a crucifixion. It's not about Christ, Simon. It's about the people who came to watch.
There you go, Vicar. Thanks very much. Good morning.
I won't let anything happen to you. Okay? I promise.
I'm alright.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. I promise.
I'm okay.
I'm so sorry, Dan. I didn't know who else to talk to.
Cassie, what is it?
For the past few days, I've been having these... I don't even know what to call them. Visions, hallucinations. I see these horrible things. And then later, I'm not even sure if I just imagine them.
Well, you were run over by a car.
But what I see is so real. I'm afraid I'm having premonitions.
Premonitions? What about?
I don't know.
Well, do you know what they mean?
I don't know. I don't know. Fuck. How can I know what's gonna happen if I don't even know it has happened?
I'll help you.
I feel so low.
You're not alone, Cassie. You're not alone.
The dog was barking at us like crazy in the back of the truck. Oh, God. I know these people. Dan, I know these people. That's my doctor from the hospital.
Come on, let's go.
That's Lime Court. In the 60s, Lime Court was a children's home. A church home. The staff was accused of molesting the kids.
So what's new? Come on, Cassie, I really think we should get out of here.
Jesus Christ, they were all involved. They were all in on it. All these guys. Everyone must know. The whole town must know. That's him at Lime Court. He must have lived there. Oh my God. Dan! Dan, it's Michael! He has a picture of Michael! Why does he have a picture of Michael?
I don't know. Come on, let's get out of here before he comes back, eh?
Wait!
In Dallas, he was welcomed to Texas by state government.
Thank you.
There, too, was the vice president, Mr. Lyndon Johnson, who is a Texan. In that state, the Democratic government is not popular, but the Kennedy charms seem to be as effective as ever. With the motorcade...
It's closed down after.
Go on, Barbara.
We go back to our homeroom for dismissal. Unless you have a pass for sports or something.
And is that what you did on the day in question?
No, Mr. Geddes asked me to stay after class.
And what happened next, Barbara?
He told me to sit in the chair beside his desk.
Barbara, if you will, in your own words, tell us exactly what happened in the next few minutes.
I told him I was afraid I'd miss my bus. Promised I would get to the bus sometime if I would help him to do something. Then, before I could say anything, he placed his hand inside my blouse. I was so frightened I didn't move. I thought if I was just quiet, it'd be okay. Then his other hand went up inside my skirt. And then, with his hand, he started moving back and forth, farther and farther inside my skirt. He said he was testing to see if I had any special feelings, that he wanted to see what kind of feelings I had. I was trying to think of something to say, but I couldn't. I was confused, and he just kept on. I was asking him to stop, but it was like he couldn't hear me. He just kept on with his hand. And then I screamed. Then he got mad and said we would have to try it again sometime.
Did he try again?
Not with me.
But with your friends?
Yes.
And after you told them what he had done to you, they told you what he had done to them. Isn't that true?
Yes.
I have nothing further.
You're a witness, Mr. Lomax.
Any chance you're running for a short recess?
Of course. This court will be in recess for 15 minutes.
Not now, Bernice.
Hello? Who is there? I got a knife. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Baby, how'd you get here? Are you okay? Oh, God. Where's your mommy? You ain't got no mommy? What you got there? What are you playing with? Huh? What are you playing with?
Sharpen the human appetite to the point where it can split atoms with its desire. You build egos the size of cathedrals, fiber optically connect the world to every eager impulse, grease even the dullest dreams with these dollar green, gold-plated fantasies until every human becomes an aspiring emperor, becomes his own god. And where can you go from there?
Hey, wrong way!
Yeah. Fuck you! And as we're scrambling from one deal to the next, who's got his eye on the planet? As the air thickens, the water sours, even the bee's honey takes on the metallic taste of radioactivity. And it just keeps coming, faster and faster.
Oh, fuck!
There's no chance to think, to prepare. It's buy futures, sell futures, when there is no future. We got a runaway train, boy. We got a billion Eddie Barzoons all jogging into the future. Every one of them getting ready to fist fuck God's ex-planet, lick their fingers clean as they reach out toward their pristine kybernetic keyboards to tote up their fucking billable hours. And then it hits home. You gotta pay your own way, Eddie. It's a little late in the game to buy out now. Give me your watch.
What? I like this watch. You think you're just gonna have to try and take it?
Your belly's too full, your dick is sore, your eyes are bloodshot, and you're screaming for someone to help. But guess what? There's no one there. You're all alone, Eddie. You're God's special little creature. Maybe it's true. Maybe God threw the dice once too often. Maybe he let us all down.
Hey, sugar. Can I give you a lift somewhere?
Where?
Anywhere. Hey, babe. You want to take a walk on the wild side?
What do you mean?
I just want to feel so good.
You better cool or I'll scream.
I just want to squeeze your nipples.
Stop!
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were alive. Of course I'm alive. A lousy excuse for acting like a dirty old man when you're only a kid. I'm 8. I suppose your friend's Patty's. Who's Patty? Who are you? Is she your mother? No, she just lives around here and helps us. Who's us? Just me and Cowboy. You're a bad girl, right? You escaped from prison, right? Wrong. I mean, you may be half right. It was sort of half a prison. But have I escaped? This ain't no prison. This is heaven. Except for sometimes. I'm visitors. I'll leave in the morning. Not you. You'll see what I mean if you stay around. Will you? Why? Are you lonely here? Well, how would you feel living with an old lady who can barely talk and a runaway? A runaway? You'll meet him. Cowboy, Mr. America. Do you have a father? No, my mom got pregnant all by herself. Where are they? Who cares? How about a sister? Is that a question or an offer? I'm game if you are. But remember, brothers don't go around feeling up their sisters, especially if she's sleeping. How about if she's awake? Can't you wait on all that shit till you're 12 or so? That'll take forever. Keep it in your pants, will you? I'm sick of people trying to molest me. But I'm only a kid. Even child molesters. You're funny. We're gonna get along. Bondi. What? Bondi. My father gave me that name. Nick, I gave myself that name. Hey, Bondi, look what I'm making. Hey, Nick, how come there's no people around here? Because of the curse. Cowboy says, if people are dumb enough to believe it, let them. At least that way, they leave us alone. What curse? The park's sanctuary? Sanctuary? Yeah, that's it. A sanctuary. Like a safe place where evil creatures can live.
Down in front.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank you.
You know, if you'd like to gather around me, I think I'm going to be okay. Come on. Come on. In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, honey. Come here.
They will set off earthquakes. They will set off volcanoes and insane weather. They will set off political windfall. They will set a political windfall. They will set off the markets in a catastrophic fall. The oceans are roaring and a tsunami will be reported, not only a natural one, but a political tsunami wave will hit your enemies like never before. Putin will make an announcement that will destroy the establishment's propaganda and their plans against him and the United States. I told you there are foreign leaders against you, but there are foreign nations and its leaders that are supportive allies to the land of my eagle, to help bring down the globalists. Putin's next moves will shock the world. He has truth that your enemies thought they had killed and buried.
Some will disagree. Trump is the last president. It's not about Trump or any other president, it's about the Lord. Please pay attention. No one is perfect, but who appoints presidents? God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He appoints them. It's in the book of Revelation. The one who rules over all the kings, the president, the prime ministers of the world is Jesus. It is the Lord who appoints, not those voting, and now they are tampering with those votes. The reason why the Lord put Biden in there, not the elites, not the Freemason, it's the Lord who put Biden. You know why? Because the Lord is sending a very profound message to the American people. You have forgotten my name. I've given you a president that forgets his name. To tell you, you have forgotten me, I the Lord. I made you superpower, not anyone else. And I will take it away from you the day you challenge my authority, my jurisdiction.
This morning, new questions being raised about the Secret Service after what the FBI describes as an apparent assassination attempt on former President Trump.
We live in dangerous times.
It comes just about 2 months after the first one at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. This time, officials say an agent opened fire after spotting a rifle near the former president's golf course in South Florida while Mr. Trump was playing.
He's not the sitting president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course around it. The Secret Service did exactly what they should have done.
The agency has added personnel to Mr. Trump's protective detail since the Butler shooting, and they're also including more bulletproof glass at certain outdoor events. Lawmakers in both parties praising the Secret Service for its quick response while questioning whether more should be done.
I pray for President Trump. I pray for him from the bottom of my heart. Mr. President, I pray that you're always healthy. May I be sick and you're healthy. May I be weak and you're strong. May I be fallen and you stand. I pray every plot that is done against you shall not prevail and be put to shame. And I pray that you are in that White House whether they like it or not.
Okay, Trump 24 or before. What does that mean to you?
He's already president. He's already president. He's our president.
Meaning Donald Trump is president now?
He's president now. I believe he is.
But how would that work? Because Joe Biden has been the president, right?
Obama's been the president. Obama said that he would like to run a third term if he could sit in his basement and call the shots, and that's exactly what he's doing.
But you just said that it's Obama's third term, but also that Trump is president.
He's calling the shots at all this mess that's going on right now and all the disasters that he's caused. Yeah.
But how is Obama calling the shots if Trump is still president?
Obama is sitting back and telling Biden what to do.
But what is Biden if he's not the president?
He's a bumbling fool right now.
But why would it matter if Obama was telling Biden what to do if Biden's not president?
Say that again.
Why would it matter if Obama was telling Biden what to do if Biden wasn't president?
What more can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known in our generation.
The Democrats and the fake news media want to constantly talk about, oh, President Trump is a convicted felon. Well, you want to know something? The man that I worship is also a convicted felon.
It says so right in the Bible. The day will come when the lion will lay down with the lamb.
Yeah, but only the lion gonna get up.
and released yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former Labor Secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of his death?
Yeah, sure. If
Hey, Pam, could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein.
The objective of this exercise is to create a personality as you see it. A self-portrait makes a statement about you. How do you feel about you? Now, today we're going to try out different selves, okay? It should appeal to most of you. Just by changing a nuance of your character, of your image, you can show us how you feel. Macho self, a sexy self. Okay, Gail, why don't you try it? Give us a sexy self-portrait, okay? Knock yourself out, sweetheart. Okay, Gail, that's Hollywood sexy. Give us a little reality, okay? All right. Jesse just couldn't stand the idea of your walking home alone. Lady lawyers. Cautious types. Hey, Gail? Is anything wrong?
No. No. There it is. The second house on the right. Thank you, Mr. Eldon. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
I want to see those photographs, Gail. Now, don't forget. You said you wanted to talk to me about the yearbook.
Oh, I forgot.
You still interested?
Yeah, sure.
Well, what if you took some shots of the athletic events? You might enjoy working with movement.
Okay.
Now, these are really good. I like them. Oh, especially that one. It's kind of sexy.
Mr. Eldon? Oh, hi, Gail.
Hi.
Hey, I've got a scratch on the negative here. Is there anything I can do for it?
Hello.
Are you in the house alone?
Oh, Steve. Oh, Phil.
Oh, hi, Gail. Hey, is Allison here?
No.
Oh, yeah? She said she was going to come by. It's strange. You shouldn't be wandering around at night, you know. Oh, can I use your phone?
Sure.
Thanks. It's off the hook. Hello? Oh, hello, Mrs. Bremer. Yeah, this is Phil. Is Allison there?
We never did get to court. Philip Lawver pleaded guilty to assault. So they threw out the rape charge, but even though I lost, it was worth it to get it all out in the open. Phil left school after Thanksgiving. Someone said he went crazy and they put him away. But Steve and I don't think that's what happened. Somebody else said his folks sent him to a boarding school in New Hampshire. That's probably where he is. After it was all over, I asked Jessica how come the law protects the rapist and not the victim. And she said, because the system is wrong.
General briefed you on the DOJ and FBI review, the findings of that review. The Attorney General briefed you on
On
that.
what? On the
DOJ and FBI
on what?
review.
On what subject?
Epstein.
Okay.
On Epstein, of the review of the files. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A very quick briefing.
Did she tell you, what did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, you know, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah. No, I was never briefed. No.
Madam Chair, the Epstein files concern issues of abuse of women and abuse of children. You know, as the chair of the Democratic Women's Caucus, you often see me raising issues of we need to address this. And not only that, but Republicans and the MAGA world have said they want to know about this. Your constituents want to know. So the question is, why are they not just releasing them? And I think it's a simple thing to do. And you're going to be asked to vote whether you require the release. That's going to be a simple vote. Will you require the release? Is there anything that needs to be hidden? If there isn't, then just release the files. Silence those who would question it. So every Republican on this committee should be able to easily vote yes. That is the vote you will be making as to whether it should go forward to the floor for that vote. So you, with your vote, will be preventing even the consideration of the release of the Epstein files. You will be voting against the release of the Epstein files. You have the power. Let's see how you vote.
Hearing none, the question's on the amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment's not
Madam
agreed
Chair, I'm
to.
kind of shocked by that. I will ask for a roll call.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mrs. Fishbach? No. Mrs. Fishbach, no. Mr. Norman? Yes. Mr. Norman, aye. Mr. Roy? Mrs. Houchin? Mrs. Houchin, no. Mr. Langworthy? Mr. Langworthy, no. Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott, no. Mr. Griffith? Mr. Griffith, no. Mr. Jack?
No.
Mr. Jack, no. Mr. McGovern?
Aye.
Mr. McGovern, aye. Ms. Scanlon? Yes. Ms. Scanlon, aye. Mr. Neguse? Yes. Mr. Neguse, aye. Ms. Leisure-Fernandez? Aye. Ms. Leisure-Fernandez, aye. Madam Chair?
No.
Madam Chair, no.
The clerk will report the total.
5 yeas, 7 nays.
The noes have it. The amendment is not agreed to. And I think most of us believe what's appropriate will be released when it is time for the...
On this vote, the yeas are 211, the nays are 210. The previous question is ordered. The question is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. On this vote, the yeas...
Christchurch senior pastor Doug Wilson makes no apologies for his beliefs on God and country.
I'd like to see the town be a Christian town. I'd like to see the state be a Christian state. I'd like to see the nation be a Christian nation. And I'd like to see the world be a Christian world.
And now Wilson's controversial views as a Christian nationalist are gaining sway in the nation's center of power with the recent opening of his new church and high-profile parishioners like Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
Is planting a church in D.C. part of your mission to try to turn this into a Christian nation?
Yes. So every society is theocratic. The only question is who's theo? In a secular democracy, it would be demos, the people. In a Christian republic, it'd be Christ.
Well, what would you say to someone watching this to say, look, I'm a Muslim. Who are you to say your worldview is better than mine, that your God is better than mine?
Well, if I went to Saudi Arabia, I would fully expect to live under their God's rules.
But you said earlier that you want this to be a Christian world.
Yes.
So you want to supplant their religion with your Christian.
Yes, by peaceful means, by sharing the gospel. There's a lot of work yet to do. I believe that we are working our little corner of the vineyard.
Wilson's Little Corner, a picturesque campus nestled on the outskirts of downtown Moscow, Idaho, is growing by the day with thousands of like-minded Christians. Parishioners of his church, known as Kirkers, own and operate several businesses downtown, next to liberal college town stores.
If it's true.
Why did he yell boo? Because it's
because of me.
Because of you.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's a regular day for you.
That's not unusual.
A big focus of his Christian movement is on a patriarchal society where men are dominant and women are expected to submit to their husbands.
Women are the kind of people that people come out of.
So you just think they're meant to have babies? That's
Well,
it. They're just a vessel.
No, it doesn't take any talent to simply reproduce biologically. The wife and mother, who is the chief executive of the home, is entrusted with 3 or 4 or 5 eternal souls.
I'm here as a working journalist, and I'm a mom of 3.
Good for you.
Is that an issue
No.
for you?
And no, it's not automatically an issue.
Josh and Amy Prince, along with their 4 kids, moved here from Washington State.
Do you see Amy as your equal?
Yes and no, in the sense that we're both saved by grace. We're absolutely on equal footing, but we have very different purposes, God-given.
But do you see yourself as the head of the household, as the man?
He is the head of our household.
Yes.
Yes, and I do submit to him.
So like moving here
I was just going to say that.
ultimately your decision.
Yes.
That's a great
example.
Wilson says in his vision of a Christian society, women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastors, Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter, agree.
In my ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if there's your wife doesn't want to vote for the same person as you?
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
There are some who have gone so far as to say that they want the 19th Amendment repealed.
I would support that. And I'd support it on the basis that the atomization that comes with our current system is not good for humans.
And Wilson, a veteran himself, is unapologetic about his view that women shouldn't be in certain leadership or combat roles.
Looking at the leadership page for Christ Church,
Right.
it's all men. Do you accept women in leadership roles in the church and in government?
In the church, no.
Why?
Because the Bible says not to.
Well, that's not what happens in the Bible. Women do lead all the time.
Progressive faith leader Reverend Jennifer Butler is concerned about Wilson's growing influence.
He is rapidly gaining in power. He has hundreds of churches established around the country. They actually literally want to take over towns and cities, and they have access to this administration.
Wilson is part of a broader Christian nationalist movement making inroads with the Trump administration, with a newly created faith office led by evangelical pastor Paula White Cain, and people seen right outside the White House entrance praying and speaking in tongues.
We are standing on the soil of the White House, and we are declaring your word.
How precious!
And now there's a monthly prayer service at the Pentagon, initiated by Hegseth, Wilson's highest level connection to the administration.
It's not organizationally tied to us, but it's the kind of thing we love to see.
For his part, Hegseth has publicly praised Wilson.
Now we're standing on the shoulders of a generation later, the Doug Wilsons and the others.
Wilson's influence spans the globe with more than 150 churches. Lennox Califangua moved to Moscow from Africa.
It's really because I wanted to be a part of a community that was doing something, and especially in building Christian institutions.
Are there other black families in this community?
Oh, absolutely. There's a few black families.
Wilson maintains all are welcome to his church, but he's also not shying away from his past controversial statements on race.
Do you still believe what you said back in the 90s, that there's a mutual affection between master and slave?
Yes, it depends on which master and which slave you're talking about. Slavery was overseen and conducted by fallen human beings, and there were horrendous abuses, and there were also people who owned slaves who were decent human beings and didn't mistreat them. I think that system of chattel slavery was an unbiblical system, and I'm grateful it's gone.
What he also wants gone? Same-sex marriage, because he thinks homosexuality is a crime.
In the late 70s and early 80s, sodomy was a felony in all 50 states. That America of that day was not a totalitarian hellhole.
So you would like America to go back to that?
Yep.
Wilson maintains his ultimate goal is to bring about the second coming of Christ through his work, and rejects critics' claims he's trying to make the dystopian world of The Handmaid's Tale a reality.
I'm not a white nationalist. I'm not a fascist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a misogynist.
How far off do you see a Christian nation, like a full-on Christian theocracy?
Oh, 250 years.
250 years.
Yeah, honestly, that's yes.
What you see. But you do think it will happen?
Yes, I do. We're not going to usher in anything ourselves. We're really genuinely pioneers.
Trump is like getting orders from God?
For one thing, I'm terrible at details.
Sounds like it. Okay. Who is working with Donald Trump right now behind the scenes?
This is the greatest thing going on that since Jesus walked the earth.
Do you think JFK Jr. will be here today?
I don't know.
You think there's a possibility? It's a possibility? But he did die in 1999 in the plane crash, right?
That is up for discussion. I personally don't think he did.
Oh, okay.
This is psychotic. Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will stress this again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine. They are expanding this war.
You are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule.
Hi, my name is J. Eddie Peck, and you're in the only place you want to be tonight on the beautiful beaches of South Padre Island, Texas, for the 1997 Miss Teen USA pageant, and we're kicking it off right now.
And I'm Ivanka Trump, and we've got 51 delegates ready to rock. The crown is waiting for one of them, so let's pump it up.
Tonight we're about to crown one of these beautiful young teenagers here as Miss Teen USA 1997. So I'm going to call in an expert to help me out with the show. Please welcome my co-host, a young teen who has taken the runways of high fashion modeling by storm, the exquisite, adorable, beautiful Ivanka Trump. Come on up, Ivanka. Oh, yeah. You look absolutely lovely this evening.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I understand that you just got back from doing a little modeling in Paris.
That's right. My agent Monique Pillard at Elite sent me to do the couture shows.
Well, would you believe that once upon a time I did a little modeling in Paris and Milan myself?
Really?
I was about your age, actually. How old are you, anyway?
15.
15?
That's right.
They didn't look like her when I was 15, I can tell you that. So, I guess that would place you still in high school.
Yes, I'll be a returning sophomore.
Oh, my goodness. Now, what would you like to do whenever you finish high school? What career would you like to pursue?
Well, of course I love modeling, but I think I'm going to consider going into business.
Well, gee, I hope there's someone out there who can help you get your foot in the door, Ivanka.
Thanks, Eddie. I can guarantee my brothers were loving that. Are any of you up there single?
You define non-human biologics, non-human intelligence. What are we actually talking about? Admiral, and we'll go down the line.
I don't think it's a stretch when you look at the diversity of life on this planet and the size of this universe to think that there would be more diverse, higher order, non-human intelligences throughout the universe. And that's probably what's visiting us.
I would take the scientific approach. The definition would be the ability to react to a stimulus in a manner that requires an intellectual thought process.
I just don't know.
I think we must be modest in our assumptions that we're looking for intelligence. That could be biological, it might not.
Non-biological, but what non-biological intelligence, what does that mean though?
Artificial intelligence, ML, machines. We assume that all intelligence would be like us. And every time we look out in the universe, we are humbled relative to what we don't know in terms of the forms of intelligence and what it may take. I can assure you I probably can't answer your question, but I think the ultimate answer is going to surprise us all.
Office. She even knows the door. Yes, she does. Oh my God. She knows the door.
I've gone to a. I do them every year.
Every year.
You want to keep going?
Are you going to do any more this
Do you want
year?
to keep going and keep harassing me?
I'm asking if
You
you're
could
gonna
have
any more
gone
town
to a
halls
dozen
this year.
town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one simple question.
Yeah.
Are you doing a town
I've
hall
already
this year?
done one. I'll do
Are
plenty
you doing
more.
any more this year? It was a simple question.
You're always invited.
Okay, sweet. Well, look
And
out
by
for
the
an
way,
actual invitation.
I voted for gay marriage twice.
What does that have to do
so
with me?
I'm just saying, it has to everything to do with you.
Do you think everything about me has to do with gay marriage?
I do,
That's
absolutely.
your first stance when you
Yep.
speak with me?
Absolutely.
There's no other humane
If you want to get in my
conversation you
face
can have
about town
me?
halls, you should have shown
There's
up to
no
one
other
last
humane
year.
thing you can talk about me just saying, oh, I support
Uh-huh.
gay marriage.
Yeah,
That's
because you're getting in my face about a town hall. You could have gone last year.
Question from right
Would you
over
like
here
me?
is if you have any plans to have more town halls this year.
I have town
That
halls
was one
every year.
question.
I have over a dozen
Okay.
every year.
Great. That was my entire question. You didn't have to go
Yeah,
into the spiel about
you
everything
could
else
have. You could have come to any of them last year.
Okay. And I'm
I had
asking you
over a
about this year, not
dozen.
2024. But
Where were you the year
right?
before that?
Okay.
Or the year before that?
It was a simple
Oh,
question. I
because
asked
you know
if
what?
have
Because you
any more that
people
you're
on the
going to
left
this year
are
or not.
crazy.
So I'm
You're
on the left.
absolutely fucking crazy.
I'm absolutely fucking
You are.
crazy.
And get out of my face.
You're insane.
Goodbye.
You're insane.
Fuck you.
You're gonna fuck me. You're
Yep.
gonna be voted
Bye.
out so fast this year. I
I'm
can't
not.
wait for you to fucking
I'm not.
go
I
into
won
the
by
dirt.
so much.
You're a disgrace to this state. That's what you are. You're a disgrace. I asked you a simple question, and you just to go on this tirade and tell me "fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
Fuck you. How about
Get out of
that?
my face.
You're a nasty
Try it
bitch.
again. What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch.
What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch. That's
What's
my
your name?
You say "fuck me"?
Yep, I
That's
sure
the
did.
First thing you're gonna say to me is "fuck me" for
Absolutely.
asking you a question.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Fuck you.
Now.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's your-
You couldn't take me on, baby. Stay the fuck away from me.
I want to do Saya hash browns, smothered cap, diced, peppered, and then I want to do a waffle with chocolate chips like the young lady at the end of the aisle. Good order.
Thank you.
Who overheard Epstein say to him, "She's not for you." And we just told this story because you've told it publicly before.
Right.
And in response to that, and I want to ask you about that, but I just wanted to note that in response to that, a White House spokesperson responded saying, "This is recycled old fake news of the highest order that was already peddled more than 6 years, concocted by Democrats and the liberal media, just like they did with the Russiagate scandal, which was just proven today. The president was never in his office. The fact is that the president kicked him out of his club for being a creep." There is a lot packed in there, similar themes we've seen in other statements, I will say, but it's about you. What is your response to that?
Right. So, first of all, that's so insulting and disingenuous because I reported this in 1996. And I have to say, like, Donald Trump was a Democrat when I reported him. So him saying that this was a Republican thing, this is not a partisan thing. This is pedophilia. Anyone can be a pedophile. It's literally, unfortunately, it just happens to be a lot of Republicans. And that's a fact. And those same Republicans want to entertain Ghislaine Maxwell, like Tim Burchett wants to entertain her and flash her around and act like we victims should not be heard from. He didn't want to speak to me. He wanted to speak to Ghislaine and give her a voice and an audience. And my little sister is one of her victims, and so am I. So this is so damaging. And yes, I'm fighting 2 cancers, so I would like to be able to retire and have my FBI reports so that I can help bring accountability to everyone. It's not just me. I have the weight of all the young women on my shoulders right now.
Defending those trips. Take Tennessee representative and cover star of Tell Your Mom I'm Doing Great magazine, Tim Burchett. Burchett went on not 1 but 2 Sunday shows to say this on Sunday.
You've got innocent people on those flight logs that flew. President Trump has admitted he flew on those flights, and dozens of other Americans, I'm sure, rode. I would give everybody a caveat, or that's a big word, but a warning that just because somebody flew on a plane doesn't mean they're a dadgum pedophile.
Nice try, buddy. But you can't folksy your way out of this one. Your Honor, my client is not responsible for all those doggone corpses they found covered in all that gosh darn gobbledygook. He just picked up the daggum axe, headed to the nursing home, and chopped up the whole kit and caboodle. My client pleads cattywampus. The defense sets a spell. Burchett kept folksing.
I know a lot of wealthy people, Jake, and they fly on these dadgum planes, private planes. If one's broke down, they say, hey, I got a seat on this guy's plane. Can you want to ride with us to New York? And that's what happens.
Okay, that's an argument that will surely resonate with the average American. What's that? The private jet's on the fritz? See if Jeff Epstein's got room. The only thing worse than flying with a pedophile is sitting in coach. Plus, now a lot of other stuff. Coach.
I noticed up there one of the accomplishments, things you were touting was the I-526 interchange.
What was the exit at Long Point Road?
Yes.
Not the interchange, but yeah.
But that funding came from the Inflation Reduction Act, which you voted against.
Right.
Is that an accomplishment? Is that something you can tout?
No, absolutely. I mean, absolutely I can tout that. And you're a raging Democrat, so raging leftist with that kind of questioning. And I would say as a woman, like, you might want to think about how you view other women and how you treat other women, the way that you question them, because women are going to lead this country off the brink, and conservative women. The first female president of this country is going to be a conservative woman, not some liberal like you.
Okay, again, just a question about the bill, whether you voted for it or not, and what you were touting. I noticed up there one of the accomplishments, things you were touting was the I-5.
Thank Mr. Garcia and folks on both sides of the aisle for being here today and being patient. We have a lot more questions, and I hope that this will open the door to more hearings in the future. I obviously would like to know how much taxpayers are spending on this. You have the right to know, but also if we're spending money on something that doesn't exist, why are we spending the money? And if it does exist, why are we hiding it from the public? And of course, our national security is a huge issue, because if there's technology that could harm us or our allies that are in the hands of our adversaries, we obviously want to stay ahead of that to the best of our ability to ensure that that technology is not in the hands of someone who could use it against us or our allies anywhere in the world. So, Mr. Ogles, you're just in time, babe. I will recognize you for 5 minutes of questioning before we head on out.
If the stigma is so overwhelming that just daring to be part of a NASA research team elicits such a vitriolic response. Therefore, one of the most important actions that can be taken relative to exposing the truth of UAP is to combat the stigma. And this is where I believe that NASA can be eminently helpful. The NASA brand is synonymous with hope, optimism, and credibility. If you were to take a walk down the National Mall, you would immediately see the NASA logo on t-shirts, hats, and bumper stickers. Few federal agencies enjoy this kind of popularity. I've never seen anyone wearing an Office of Personnel Management t-shirt, which is why NASA could play such an influential role. Specifically, NASA could, with relatively little cost and effort, host symposia on UAP, or even just participate in existing panels examining the topic. NASA personnel stepping forward and participating in such discussions would make a powerful statement to the scientific community that UAP should be taken seriously and researched accordingly. In regard to research, NASA has vast archives, much of which may contain important UAP data. Again, for relatively little cost and effort, NASA could create an AI or ML algorithm that could search the agency's archives for anomalous phenomena. I suspect that such an effort would not only result in information that will help us to understand UAP, but could result in data that will assist in other areas of scientific inquiry, such as anomalous weather or meteorite activity. Beyond its existing archives, NASA could act as a clearinghouse for civilian and commercial UAP data. During my work on the UAP Independent Study Team, it quickly became evident that there is no clear...
James Palmer said yesterday that all the Epstein files are missing. Can you confirm that? We still haven't heard from you.
No, the FBI, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement.
behalf of the UAC, welcome to Mars City. This facility serves as the central hub for all scientific research, archaeological study, and military operations. Goal number one at the UAC is the safety and well-being of all employees and guests. To help achieve this goal, we ask you to follow all UAC corporate procedures at all times. This includes restricting your movement to areas for which you have clearance. Always remain alert and aware of what you and others are doing. If you notice anything out of the ordinary or just have a simple question, find the nearest UAC security guard. They are here to help no matter how large or small the problem is. Our station on Mars provides a perfect blend of work habitats, recreational facilities, and social support structures. This ensures our goal of providing a true home-away-from-home experience for everyone. Keep this in mind as you help us pursue our groundbreaking research that is destined to transform the daily lives of everyone here and throughout the solar system. If you need more detailed assistance, please see your Human Resources Manager. If you are a guest, you may bring up any issue with your appointed UAC liaison. Thank you, and have a nice day. On behalf of the UAC, welcome to Mars City. This facility serves as the central hub for all scientific research,
Attention,
archaeological
Director
study,
Banks,
and
please
military
report to Central Administration.
Goal number 1 at the UAC is the safety and well-being of all employees and guests. To help achieve this goal, we ask you to follow all UAC corporate procedures at all times. This includes restricting your movement to areas for which you have clearance. Always remain alert and aware of what you and others are doing. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, or just...
Welcome to Mars. First time?
Yeah, I saw those two drive too. Weird. The UAC must be worried about something.
I hear there's been more accidents in Delta.
Accidents? That's good. Is that what they're calling them now?
So, tell me, just what the hell is happening over there?
Beats me, man. Look, all I do is repair the converters when they blow, okay? That's it.
Fine. But what's overloading them so much? I mean, how much damn power do they need?
I wouldn't ask him if I was you, man. I heard Travis started poking around and he got transferred fast. Didn't even see him leave.
Hell, no one saw him go. Was here 1 minute, on the next.
Lucky bastard.
Attention, Dr. Braddock, please report to Environment Management Office.
Need report to Sergeant Kelly ASAP. He's in Command HQ.
I can't be interrupted now. I've got work to finish.
Oh, okay. He's sedated now.
No, what?
He said that he saw some strange creatures or something down in Delta. He said it wasn't human.
What? You can't believe anything that guy says.
Just telling you, that's what he said. I don't know if it's true.
Another reason I can't wait to get out of here.
Guys, not keep any of these machines running?
Yes, sir. It's just that the science team demands a lot out of these things.
Enough excuses. Just do your job and get the science team what they need.
Well, I'm doing everything, but I just can't explain some of the things that have been happening to the systems. It's weird.
Just get it done.
Jeez! Do you make a habit of sneaking up on people?
Everyone's already on edge down here with all the strange things that have been going on.
Huh? No, please. You must let me get this communication out. They have to be warned while there is still time. I can't let... You don't know what I've seen. You can't possibly understand or comprehend. The devil is real. I know. I built his cage.
I'm getting abnormal readings here. This is bad.
God!
I can't hold these levels. Frozen!
Help us!
All over the base.
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. We're under attack by an unknown enemy force. Fall back to Marine HQ to regroup.
Norton, do you really think you can get rid of the evidence by shredding documents and wiping hard drives? Genevieve Aristide dug her own grave, and she's going to have to
First message from Genevieve Aristide. Harlan, it's Genevieve. Listen, I understand your feelings, I really do. But this is no time for sentimentality. If Origin is uncovered, every single one of us will burn for it. It's time we buried the dead, don't you think? Next message from Genevieve Aristide. Harlan, it's me again. If you want an apology, then I apologize. I was wrong. You were right. In any case, I want to be sympathetic, but the situation is urgent. I'm sending Mapes to take care of things since you seem reluctant to do what needs to be done. I hope you can find it in yourself to assist him. End of messages.
The jury. Mrs. Robinson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of Penal Code Section 187.
I swear if this video doesn't blow up because what do you mean? Trump started his sketchy modeling agency where he would bring underage models into the US to work illegally on travel visas right after he became BFFs with Diddy. And no one is reporting on it. Let's start with a little history as to why this timing is especially sketchy. It is the 90s and Trump is in debt and everyone knows it. But then creditors start valuing his brand out of nowhere and his finances start improving. But what was Trump doing during this time? If you guessed that he struck a business deal hosting and sponsoring parties with teenage girls who were as young as 14 and the average age being 15 for rich old men, you would be right. He hosted Look of the Year on large private yachts and in his Plaza Hotel, where teenage girls danced around in dresses and miniskirts for rich old men for their chance to win a contract with the world's then leading modeling agency, Elite Model Management, run by John Casablanca. And you might be thinking, how would this boost his brand alone? Well, the parties were used as a way for the rich old men to engage in schmexual relationships with the contestants. And Casablancas wasn't the only one Trump was hosting and sponsoring parties for. Trump asked American Dream Calendar Girls beauty contest owner to organize a party with his pageant finalists, saying he would invite modeling agencies and prospective sponsors. But the only other guest who was invited was Jeffrey Epstein. And then what starts to happen? Rappers start dropping Trump's name about how he was the personification of wealth and luxury, which significantly helped boost his brand. Even though his finances said otherwise, and so did the newspapers, Trump knew that no one would care about your finances if you provided rich and powerful men with young impressionable teen models at lavish parties. And then he really started getting his name dropped in raps around 1998, and what happened that year? He became good friends with Diddy and started going to all of his parties. And then the next year, he started, surprise, surprise, a modeling agency, where Diddy's favorite party guest, Leonardo DiCaprio, gushed to the Donald saying, wow, one-stop date shopping. What a concept. And Trump would not only fly in underage aspiring models, have them come into the US on a tourist visa and work illegally, which is hilarious since he talks so much about illegal immigrants being the downfall of America. He also would get his top models H-1B visas, which he constantly campaigns to get rid of. But he would have models go to every event of his as props and arm candy, and while doing this, he charged them outrageous amounts to live in horrible apartments while paying them nothing. And they couldn't work for anyone else because they signed a contract stating that wasn't allowed. And you might be thinking, how was this never investigated? Senator Barbara Boxer called to federal authorities to investigate Trump model management for alleged labor and immigration violations, but then Trump won the presidency and Trump model management closed in 2017. And if you didn't think all of that was bad enough, a little under a year ago, one of Trump's models, who was of course an immigrant from Spain, filed a lawsuit against fashion photographer Terry Richardson and Trump model management. She was recruited by the Trump agency in 2004. The agency sent her to be interviewed by Mr. Richardson, where he wore only a robe to the meeting. She reported the encounter to the Trump agency, but they said it was commonplace behavior and should be overlooked, and then booked her a photo shoot. At the photo shoot, she was drugged by a beverage where she felt dizzy and disoriented, and Mr. Richardson SA'd her while his assistant took pictures. Doesn't that sound familiar? Trump agency ignored her concerns again and sent her to another photo shoot with him, where he did the exact same thing. And then he used the photos in an exhibit. And as someone who has worked with booking models, the agency knew what he was doing. They approved that photo shoot. And side note, after closing his modeling agency while he was president, Trump trademarked Trump Escorts in China. So let's be so for real right now. If you are outraged about everything that Diddy did and everything that Epstein did, but not what Trump did, they are all connected. They are all doing the same things across many industries and working with each other to do them and getting away with it because they are rich and powerful. And it will keep happening unless we hold people accountable for what they are doing.
The two Kevins, very good.
Mr. President, is Vice President Vance hosting a gathering this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw a reporter today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats because we've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country. And that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit. Okay?
You want to say a few words? Come on up. Come on. He's a little shy, but once he gets going, nobody can stop.
Oh, no, that don't stop. I'm just proud to be on this team. I don't know why. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm here to serve, and I'm here to serve you. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can for as long as I can. Thank you very much.
Nobody like him. Come on, young superstar.
This is psychotic. Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will stress this again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine. They are expanding this war.
If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop.
Game over for them, and it's going to be so fast.
Where exactly do you think you're going? I don't care. You sure? All this pain you're talking about might just be a drop in the bucket compared to what's in store for you. You may be in heaven now. Doctor, if you want to do something, this might be the time.
You gotta burn for this, Angel.
I know. In hell.
Monica Lewinsky's poem that is in here. Explain
We have to. I guess we should.
We should.
We happen to have someone who sent us Monica Lewinsky's poem that she wrote in 9th grade. Actually, no, I'm not. She's a 9-year-old, and I know I'm going to rot in hell eternally for this. She goes on to describe herself, quote, as a round and flat piece of dough with lots of toppings. I am a mouth's best friend. I make you say, yum, yum.
human appetite to the point where it can split atoms with its desire. You build egos the size of cathedrals, fiber optically connect the world to every eager impulse, grease even the dullest dreams with these dollar green, gold-plated fantasies until every human becomes an aspiring emperor, becomes his own god. And where can you go from there? And as we're scrambling from one deal to the next, who's got his eye on the planet as the air thickens, the water sours?